In a stunning development that has sent shockwaves through the Chinese entertainment industry and left millions of fans reeling in disbelief, an unnamed prominent actress has come forward with extraordinary allegations that directly implicate major talent agencies and connect beloved stars Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi to the mysterious circumstances surrounding the late Yu Menglong. The actress, whose identity remains protected for what she claims are safety reasons, made the startling confession during what sources describe as an emotional breakdown at a private industry gathering last week, revealing details so explosive that attendees were reportedly sworn to secrecy. Yet the truth, as it always does, has found its way into the light. What could possibly drive a successful actress to risk everything by speaking out? What dark secrets has she been harboring that involve some of the most recognized faces in Chinese entertainment? And most disturbingly, why does she insist that her revelations about Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi are connected to Yu Menglong, the controversial figure whose sudden death in September 2025 left more questions than answers? Who is behind the silence, and what are they desperately trying to hide from the public eye? The unnamed actress, described by witnesses as visibly distressed and trembling during her confession, allegedly stated that the connections between the major talent agency, Liuyunning, Zhao Lusi, and the Yu Menglong investigation run far deeper than anyone could have imagined. According to multiple sources who were present during this shocking revelation, the actress claims to possess evidence, documented communications, recorded conversations, and insider knowledge that could completely upend the official narrative surrounding Yu Menglong's tragic death last September. But here's where the story takes an even more sinister turn. The actress insists that she has been receiving threats, subtle at first but increasingly aggressive, warning her to remain silent about what she knows. These threats, she claims, began shortly after Yu Menglong's death and intensified dramatically when she made inquiries about inconsistencies in the official reports. Why would anyone threaten an actress over questions about Yu Menglong? What is the connection to Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi that makes this information so dangerous? And most crucially, what role does the mysterious agency play in this web of secrets and silence? The investigation that refuses to die. Why are fans demanding answers that no one wants to give? Yu Menglong's death in September 2025 was initially reported as a tragic accident, a sudden medical emergency that took the entertainment world by surprise. However, from the very beginning, eagle-eyed fans and concerned industry insiders noticed peculiarities in the official statements, inconsistencies in timelines, and suspicious gaps in the information provided to the public. Social media erupted with theories, hashtags demanding transparency trended for weeks, and memorial pages were flooded not just with grief but with questions. Hard, uncomfortable questions that demanded answers. Now, with this unnamed actress stepping forward and explicitly linking Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi to what she calls the thorough investigation of the Yu Menglong case, those questions have transformed from internet speculation into a full-blown demand for truth. The actress reportedly told the stunned gathering that Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi have been quietly working behind the scenes, using their influence and resources to dig into the real circumstances of Yu Menglong's death, uncovering information that powerful figures within the industry would prefer remain buried forever. The entertainment industry in China has always been a landscape of carefully managed images, strategic alliances, and power dynamics that operate far from the public eye. Liuyunning, known for his captivating performances and meteoric rise to fame, and Zhao Lusi, beloved by millions for her girl-next-door charm and undeniable talent, have both cultivated reputations as hardworking, professional, and relatively controversy-free stars. Their fans, numbering in the tens of millions across various social media platforms, have rallied behind them through various challenges, celebrated their successes, and defended them against unfair criticism. But nothing could have prepared these devoted fan bases for allegations that would thrust their idols into the center of what is rapidly becoming the most controversial investigation in recent Chinese entertainment history. How did two of the industry's most popular stars become entangled in this mystery? What motivated them to involve themselves in an investigation that everyone else seemed content to let fade away? And what have they discovered that has made them, according to the unnamed actress, targets of the same forces that may have silenced Yu Menglong? According to the explosive testimony from the mystery actress, the connection between Liuyunning, Zhao Lusi, and the Yu Menglong case began approximately 2 months after Yu Menglong's death. She claims that both stars had previously worked with Yu Menglong on separate projects, and had maintained friendly professional relationships with him. When news of his death broke, both Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi reportedly felt that something was fundamentally wrong with the official explanation. The actress alleges that Liuyunning was the first to begin asking questions, reaching out to mutual contacts and industry insiders who had worked with Yu Menglong in the months before his death. What he discovered, according to this account, troubled him so deeply that he confided in Zhao Lusi, who had her own concerns about discrepancies she had noticed in public statements about the incident. Together, the actress claims they began what she describes as a quiet but determined investigation, using their industry connections and influence to access information that would normally be locked away behind corporate walls and legal protections. The role of the unnamed agency in this unfolding drama cannot be overstated. While the actress has not publicly identified which agency she is referring to, industry analysts and entertainment journalists have been working overtime to connect the dots. Major talent agencies in China wield enormous power, controlling not just the careers of their artists, but often having significant influence over media coverage, public relations narratives, and even legal proceedings when their interests are at stake. The actress claims that this particular agency has direct connections to both the circumstances surrounding Yu Menglong's death and the efforts to suppress information about what really happened have sent investigators, both amateur and professional, scrambling to identify which agency she means and what their motivation might be for such a cover-up. Is this about protecting a valuable client? Hiding criminal negligence? Covering up something even more sinister? The implications of agency involvement transform this from a tragic celebrity death into a scandal that could expose systemic corruption within China's entertainment infrastructure. Witnesses to the actress's confession report that she provided specific details about how Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi's investigation proceeded. She claimed that Liuyunning, using his connections in the music and film industries, managed to obtain copies of Yu Menglong's work schedule and communication records from the weeks before his death. These records, the actress alleges, showed a pattern of increasing pressure from the agency, demanding appearances, performances, and promotional activities that exceeded what Yu Menglong's contract stipulated, and what his physical health could reasonably sustain. Zhao Lusi, according to these claims, used her own network of stylists, makeup artists, and production crew members, the often overlooked workers who see and hear everything on sets and at events, to piece together testimonies about Yu Menglong's condition and behavior in his final weeks. What emerged from these parallel investigations, the actress stated, was a picture of a young man pushed beyond his limits, expressing concerns about his health that were allegedly dismissed or ignored, and becoming increasingly desperate in his communications with people he trusted. The unnamed actress's decision to come forward now, months after Yu Menglong's death and at a time when public attention had begun to shift to other stories, raises its own set of intriguing questions. Those who heard her confession report that she explained her timing by saying she could no longer live with the guilt of knowing the truth, while watching Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi take risks that could destroy their careers, or worse. She allegedly stated that she had been contacted by representatives of the agency in question, people who made it clear that they were aware of what Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi were doing, and who implied that there would be serious consequences if the investigation continued or if any information became public. The actress claimed that she had tried to warn both stars, but they had refused to back down, apparently convinced that the truth about Yu Menglong's death needed to be exposed regardless of personal cost. Her public revelation, sources suggest, was a desperate attempt to force the issue into the open, believing that public awareness might provide some protection for Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi while also honoring Yu Menglong's memory by ensuring his story would not be forgotten or buried. The reaction from fans of Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi has been nothing short of explosive. Within hours of rumors about the actress's confession beginning to circulate on Chinese social media platforms, hashtags related to both stars began trending, with millions of posts expressing shock, concern, pride, anger, and confusion. International fan communities, particularly strong in Southeast Asia, Korea, Japan, and increasingly in Western countries, have mobilized with remarkable speed, creating threads analyzing every piece of available information, comparing timelines, and demanding official statements from the stars' management teams, the agencies involved, and government authorities. Some fans have expressed fierce pride that their idols would risk so much to seek justice for a colleague, viewing Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi's alleged actions as evidence of moral courage and integrity that transcends the usual celebrity image management. Others have voiced deep concern for the stars' safety and careers, worried that taking on powerful industry forces could result in their being blacklisted, their projects being cancelled, or worse consequences that no one wants to articulate but everyone fears. The specific nature of what Liuyunning and Zhao Lusi allegedly discovered in their investigation remains somewhat unclear, as the unnamed actress's confession, while explosive in its basic claims, apparently did not include all the detailed evidence the stars have supposedly compiled. However, according to those who heard her speak, she did mention several particularly disturbing elements. First, she claimed that medical records related to Yu Menglong's death have discrepancies that medical professionals have flagged as highly suspicious, including inconsistencies in the reported time of death,